Make some noise. The reason we are here, we're so excited to have a round of applause for Ava Max. Like everybody says to you, I'm sure, last time we saw each other, we were on Zoom, but now we're here in person.
Oh my God, I know. How long ago was that?
That was probably 2 years ago, actually. Yeah.
Tracking this wire.
Well, we're going to do jump rope next, so I hope you're ready for that.
How is everyone?
They're all excited to see you. A lot of people here are going to see you tonight. And I actually saw that you got your nails done in Boston.
I did a little clear sheer moment, you know.
Yeah. Oh, I'm not going to shout.
Girls will understand.
What are you saying? I don't understand? I'm just kidding. I'm not going to shut them up. But how did Boston nail salons?
Amazing,
Really?
actually. No, seriously, like one of the tops.
They killed it. And the interesting thing, I like to talk about, like, artists before they were Ava Max, but you actually, weren't you a receptionist at a nail salon way back in the day?
Oh my God, yeah, I was a receptionist nail salon. I worked at a hair kiosk straightening straighteners.
Oh, wow. So you're the person, like, in the mall that's in the corner.
I'm like, listen.
Hey, you need to straighten your hair. Hey, you need to straighten your hair.
Hey, no, it's 100% ceramic. It's not going to burn your hair. But in reality, I did burn someone's strand once because I left it on for too long and I wasn't that good at curling it.
So wait, you burnt
So,
I
was like, it looks so good. And I was like hiding it. I was like,
wasn't there a YouTube video that a girl like burnt her hair off?
It was like that, but in the back, thank God. So she didn't really notice or care, unless she saw it later.
If you were walking through the Natick Mall and you saw Ava Max selling hair straighteners, would you buy one?
Yes. Aww,
would you be mad if you
They were pretty good, but I just didn't know how to do it or use it.
I got like 3 random facts that I found about you, but the internet does lie often. So I'm curious what ones are true, and if they are true, a little backstory on them. But I hear your grandmother is the worst bird babysitter ever.
Oh, yeah. Well, when she was alive, this grandma passed when... I have one grandparent left, actually, because all 3 of them passed. But this one, when I was younger, I would have her babysit my birds, and they would always disappear into the... I always said when I was little, into the jungle, but it was the backyard.
So fair to say that if you ever do have kids down the road, grandma's not watching them.
No.
Like, oh, they just want to get in the backyard for a little bit. We lost them.
No, I mean, I feel like I understand. Like, we always left the birds with her when we went on vacation. So she was probably like, "Why? What are you doing leaving these birds with me?" Like, you know, she probably did it as a joke, but. You know, she also wanted to set them free, I think.
What made you have birds growing up, by the way? Very unique pet. Must have dogs, cats.
I don't know. Like, back in Albania, my parents said they never had cats or dogs in the house. So they never believed in having cats or dogs in the house. But now we have 2 dogs in my parents' house, and they're obsessed with them. But growing up, my mom was like, no, only birds. And I'm like, birds? That's so random. Like, why birds and not cats or dogs?
Has anybody ever owned a bird? Okay, well, her grandmother will watch them if you want to get rid of them. She'll take over. Before your show, a lot of people have like pre-show rituals, but you do something like this, I believe. But it's not religious. How do you know? It's more to
it's
get
not
rid
religious.
of bad energy, right?
Yeah, it's to cut off like bad energy. It's just like you cut the cord.
It's like scissors for you.
Yeah, I really just believe we're all energy and everything is energy. And so like anything that we can't see gets... kind of, I mean, again, it's in my head. It's a superstitious thing.
Yeah.
Could be real, could not be real.
Have you always done that? Mm-hmm. And I believe, don't you usually have rings on that have crystals?
Yeah, and I don't have them on right now.
So the bad energy. So if I am bad energy, I'm getting
something weird might happen right now. I'm just kidding.
Before you walked in, did you give me one of these?
No, I didn't do it today. No, only when I sing. When I sing on stage. So I try like to tell myself it like helps me like not trip or like fall on my face or, you know, just...
Have you ever actually tripped or fallen on your face on stage?
Oh, definitely, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. When I'm running to the back, and then I trip on wires, like I almost.
Like you almost did here, little jump rope. Also, you reverse catfish somebody sometime.
I can't. No, I can't talk about that.
No, we're not talking about it.
No, I think it's yeah, it is called reverse catfishing. I guess. It was fun.
A story from.
It was during COVID. Yeah, I had nothing to do.
One really cool thing about you, though, is how you bring fashion into everything that you do. I know you looked up to Beyonce because when you went to one of her shows, like her outfits are always amazing. What made you be so passionate about fashion?
I feel like I've always loved to dress well since I was young and put outfits together in color combos and just like designers. I didn't know much growing up, but when I got into music, I started learning more about designers, because growing up I didn't wear anything like expensive or designer because my parents were immigrants, so they didn't have money to buy me anything but Target and like TJ Maxx, and so I didn't really.
Could find some steals.
I didn't even know. I didn't even know what like Chanel or Louis Vuitton was until I was
like, who is this 18. Guy Louis? I
swear. So I started appreciating it so much more because I never knew it.
Yeah.
I never was like shown it.
And then you really brought it into your performances. One cool thing about you, and you kind of pride yourself in, is nothing you do is routine. Like if you go to one show, it might be different than the other one.
I am not a consistent person.
But in a good way. Talk about why that's actually important to you, though.
I think because I can't help it. It's just in my blood. I'm not gonna not do what I feel in the moment. I feel like I kind of just let it out the way I feel, like whatever the song needs in the moment.
Give it that energy.
Yeah, I don't really overthink things too much. Like I try, we all try and overthink and try and be perfectionists, but in the end, it comes out the way it comes out. And
it's got to be tough for somebody like you, right? You have stardom, you have all these eyes on you, but how do you still be yourself? What's something that makes you the most you and not so much Ava Max, maybe a little more Amanda?
Yeah, that's just, again, inconsistency.
Yeah. No, yeah.
So every show is different on tour. I sing every song a little bit differently.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And you just performed, I think, in Pittsburgh at a Pride event. And
yeah, that was so much fun.
And I was interested to see you have a Pride comic coming out type thing. Talk about that real quick and how that came about for you.
So that's coming out soon, but it's a surprise, so I can't really talk about it yet.
That's a surprise?
Yeah. I mean,
did I just blow a surprise?
You kind of did, yeah.
Oh, well, inside information. Anything at all you can tell us about that? You don't want to talk about that?
I do, but I'm going to wait till it's all
out?
Yeah.
All right, well, we'll see it soon, a comic near you. The album, Diamonds and Dance Floors, it's a very interesting album for you, too, because it shows so much. And in the past, you didn't really want to open up about personal stuff. You guys want to have fun music. But this is kind of a taste of both. And I know in your opinion, it reminds you of like Spice Girls, how they had the energy, but they had the meaning to the lyrics. Talk about this amazing album for you.
Oh, yes. Diamonds and Dance Floors?
Yeah.
Yes. So Diamonds and Dance Floors, which it kind of, it started like during the end of COVID, I would say. And it was just like a really easy project for me. It kind of came out of me. It wasn't a hard album to make because I was going through everything I was writing.
Yeah.
Through a couple different breakups.
Yeah.
And just finding myself. It's a very personal and vulnerable album to me. So, whatever that means to you at home or here, I mean, lyrically, it's definitely more about my life and how I felt during and after and before the breakup and everything.
Now, is it tough? What is the tough part for somebody like that? Is it writing and going through? Because, again, if we go through a breakup, maybe we joke about it with our friends and then we're trying to go past it, but now you're sitting down in a room and you're writing about that breakup, and then you're getting stage and you're performing with that breakup. It's
tough. It definitely reopens old wounds, especially the song "One of Us." That kills me because it's acoustic too, and it's, it takes me back every night. But at least I get to experience it with my fans, and hopefully it helps them if they're going through something.
Yeah, I think it's definitely therapy for somebody listening to it who's been through a breakup. Is it almost like therapy or helpful for you too?
Yeah, it really is. Afterwards, during as I'm singing it, it takes me back to when I felt really sad. But it's also empowering, to know that I made it through it.
So we might see a tear tonight at the show.
I've cried once in the show during that song.
Okay.
Just once after 20 shows.
and there's so many different parts of you. What do you enjoy the most? Is it the writing? Is it the performing? Is it
I think for
hanging
me,
out with people?
Both. I love writing. I love performing the songs, but it depends on the song.
Yeah. Is there a song that's your favorite to perform?
Oh, Sleepwalker.
Okay, yeah.
That's a good one.
And that's one that has a comic, right? That we're not talking about yet.
Yes,
okay,
it is. It does, but it does, yeah.
Well, one more time, make some noise for Ava Max.
Thank you.
And we do have a bunch of people going to the show. Raise your hand if you're going to the show tonight. And if you're McCabe's going to the show. By the way, wave to McCabe from our midday show.
Yeah.
And if you're not going to the show, we're going to one up everything. We're going to get some pictures. So I'm going to have everybody stand up real quick. We're We're going to get in a line on the other side of this, and then we'll bring Ava out in just a few. But one more time, make some noise for Ava Max.